Airsoft GI would like to thank our sponsors.
Hi GI TV, I'm Bob the Axeman Hildebrand. Now, I've been playing Airsoft for over a decade and a half, which is why I specifically requested to do this video promoting the prototype pre-production model of the new Lancer Tactical AK. Now, if y'all aren't familiar with Lancer Tactical, they released an M4 last year that, well, was pretty new on the market for what it was. It was probably one of the most affordable skirmish-ready AEGs, really available to its players out there. And they're trying to do the same thing with this AK-47, and I'm really excited because, well, I've always liked AKs, always liked AKs with rails, and now I've got one that's so much more affordable. So, before I go into too much detail of why I'm excited, let me tell you a little bit about the features. This gun is mostly polymer. The upper and lower receiver are made out of polymer. We do have a polymer side folding stock, which is going to be great for vehicle-borne operations or CQB. It's definitely going to cut down on the overall length. We do have a polymer charging handle, polymer mag that holds about 500 rounds. It's a high-capacity mag that does come with the gun. We have an ambidextrous mag release. We do have a two-piece metal rail set. It is a little wobbly, but I believe that's because this is the pre-production model. Things can and will change on this before it comes to the market. But we are the first in the United States of America to get our hands on this, which makes me proud as punch. We also have a polymer front sight, a polymer rear sight, which is adjustable for 2 different ranges, which is nice. Now, we also do have a side rail mount adapter, which I find is a very cool feature, especially on a more shorter AK, because I would personally prefer to have optics on this. So all you would have to do is basically buy a side rail mount, and then get your preferred type of optic, and it's going to sit right there, make the gun look a little bit cooler than it already does. Now, metal parts on this gun include the side sling mount, which is right there. We also have the fire selector that's made out of metal, as well as the trigger guard and the trigger itself. Now, we say this gun is skirmish ready mainly because it should fire under or around 400 feet per second with a decent rate of fire, making it comparable to other higher end guns out there like Echo 1 Platinums, VFCs, G&Gs, and so on. That's not to say this is in the same level as them, but it's saying that you can at least compete with those players on the field. Now, also, this is a very good gun to get if you're thinking about getting an Airsoft, or in case you're not sure, because this gun should cost around $100. It's going to come with battery, it's going to come with a charger, it's going to come with a mag. You're really only going to need eye protection as well as BBs to be able to get on the field and play right away. This also makes an incredible loaner gun in case you want an extra gun to help get your friends in the sport and play with you more often, or in case you're curious about getting into an AK platform. This is a good way to break into that market. But just to be more clear about this, we're going to test this on the chrono and check out the rate of fire, the feet per second. We're also going to take it apart and see how the internals stack up against other guns on the market. Check it out. Alright, so the gun shoots around 385 to 390 feet per second. That's going to make it great for outdoor field play, a little bit too hot for some CQB fields. But just so you all know, we did test this gun with a 7.4 volt, 1000 milliamp LiPo, along with Elite Force 0.2 gram BBs. I highly recommend Elite Force BBs. Now that said, I feel like I should reiterate the fact that this gun is a prototype pre-production model. So what you see right now is not necessarily what you're going to get when it comes into production. I'm sure we'll do another video on that, but we just want to keep our GI TV viewers out there as informed as possible, and we'd also like to get your feedback either in the comments below or on our Facebook page. Feel free to contact us as soon as you want. That said, I also want to mention the fact that, these Lancer Tactical guns, you're not necessarily buying them because their externals are pretty. The majority of this gun is made out of polymer. I mean, I really like the fact that it's got a 2-piece metal rail setup. I think it looks really great that way, but the main reason I would at least purchase this, or I think you should, is the fact that the gearbox comes with a lot of internal parts that you'd normally find on higher end guns, and it's already included in a package that you're going to get the battery and the charger and the magazine and the gun for around $100. So very good deal for a pretty awesome skirmish ready gun. So that said, some of the features that you find in this gearbox that you would normally find on higher end guns include the ball bearing spring guide, very good feature, a ported cylinder, a ported piston head, along with a piston that has the second to last tooth removed. That is going to increase the longevity of your piston in your gear set. You also have a speed rail on the side to more equally distribute the grease in your gun. One of my favorite features is the fact this gun comes with steel gears, but perhaps my favorite feature is the metal sector clip delayer. Now, why I like that so much is the fact that it reduces the amount of misfeeds you have in your gun, and I hate misfeeds. That said, those are all the different parts I can think of off the top of my head that you would find in higher end guns, but I think it's a really great thing that it comes all in one gearbox, all in one very affordable package. So again, I would highly suggest checking out all the other Lancer tactical products, but for getting out in the field, playing right away as a loaner gun or as you're just getting into the sport, this is a great setup and I can't wait for it to come out, honestly. I'm Bob the Axeman Hildebrand, and this is GI TV.
Airsoft GI would like to thank our sponsors.